Hello and welcome. I'm Mina, and this is the third class within our series where we're going to expand our mudra repertoire into Ksepana mudra. All fingers interlaced, and then just the index finger extending, thumbs crossed. And we bring the mudra in front of our hearts. This mudra is called the seal of enlightenment, of letting go. It's also often referred to as Kali mudra. Kali being the goddess of time. And either way, it has a strong feeling of clarity, determination. So let's practice incorporating this mudra today. We'll start by sitting comfortably cross-legged or sitting on your heels, seat of your choice. Feeling your spine long and tall. And then, if you like, join me in this mudra, bringing this seal or gesture in front of your heart. And then gently closing your eyes when you're ready, or finding a soft gaze down the tip of your nose. Arriving here on your mat, letting go of the day you've already had, and not yet welcoming what is yet to come. And perhaps you feel the breath ebbing and flowing. And with the expansion and contraction of your chest, and your gesture might also be moving slightly upwards and downwards. You might also feel a gentle breeze on your index finger from the air moving in and out through your nostrils. And taking a moment to sense into this shape of this gesture from the inside. How your fingers are interlaced and your index finger is clearly pointing upward. Now, whether we call this the Ksepana mudra or Kali mudra, both have very strongly in common this essence of doubtlessness. It's clear what needs to happen, where you need to go next. There's no hesitation. Only a calm clarity. And I invite you to practice today with the sense of this doubtless essence. If you like, you can gently bow your chin in towards your fingertips. A gesture of gratitude. Sealing this intention of clarity into place. And then gently opening your eyes, lifting your gaze. Keep your seal, and we will move our spine with our arms. So as you inhale, you can lift your arms, perhaps gazing up slightly. And as you exhale, rounding your back and bringing your hands down. Inhale again, coming into a gentle back bend, heart open, gazing up. Exhale, moving your hands down. Speed it up a little bit if you like. Inhale. Exhale. Like a seated cat-cow. few more times at your own pace. Keeping your hands together. Keeping awareness of your hands touching one another. Gently warming up your spine. And then slowly coming back to center with your mudra into your heart center. We'll continue as we inhale to the left. Gentle twist to the left, keeping your mudra in heart center. And exhale, twisting over to the right side. If you'd like to remove your block or blanket, if you're sitting on one, you're welcome to do so. Inhale to the left. And exhaling to the right, gently twisting from your center. Inhale left. Exhale right. And again, at your own pace, if you'd like to speed it up a little bit, you're welcome to do so. Twisting from your heart. A few more rounds. And then slowly coming back to center. Extending the spine long. And then slowly release your hands. Remove your prop out to the side. And then come on to hands and knees. Spreading your fingers. Knees underneath your hips. And here, to be in the class, you can come into a freestyle cat-cow. Just moving your spine, your shoulders, your hips, your head and your neck, in whatever fashion you would like to do so today. And continuing to sense your hands on the floor. We've let go of our mudra, but our hands are still super sensitive, connecting to the earth. Wonderful. And then slowly coming into center. And then tuck your toes under and we'll press back into a downward facing dog. Lengthening the spine. In here as well, your first down dog. You can walk it out. Keep it soft. And slowly moving into your practice. Wonderful. And then slowly finding stillness for a moment. You can always soften your knees. Allow your heels to move down towards the floor without having to touch the floor. Nice. Outer armpits are moving into one another. And then lengthen your tailbone up towards the sky. Beautiful. We're going to move into a three-legged downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Reaching the leg up from your inner thigh. Right toes are pointing down. Keep on extending through the heel. Become longer. And then exhale. Step your right foot back down to the floor. Other side. Inhale, lifting your left leg up towards the sky. Left inner thigh rolls up towards the sky. Flexing the left foot. Toes pointing down. Stretch out through your bones. Become a little longer. Inhale. And then exhale. Ground your left foot down. Beautiful. We're going to walk just one foot closer to your hand. So we have a little shorter down dog. Then we'll bring our right hand to the outside of the left knee, calf, or heel to come into a little twisted downward facing dog. Breathing into our shoulders, into our wrists,
ribs. And then slowly switching sides. Right hand grounds left hand to outer right knee, calf, or heel. And then twisting gently to the right side, perhaps gazing up under your right armpit. Creating space in between the vertebrae. Creating space between your shoulder blades. And then gazing back down, ground your left hand, and we'll walk all the way up to the top of the mat. You can start up with your feet hip-width distance apart. Soften your knees and allow yourself to fold forward in your first forward fold. If you like, you can ragdoll, swinging side to side. Let your head hang, jaw be soft. Great. And then release your hands down to the floor and we'll slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Coming all the way up to standing at the top of your mat. And then we bring our hands together in front of the heart in Anjali Mudra. And we'll expand our mudra flow to include Ksepana Mudra as well. So we'll start the way we did in the last two classes in Anjali Mudra. When you inhale, you're going to flip the fingers up the heart. Exhale in Chin Mudra, releasing the hands alongside the body. Inhale, sweeping the arms out and up towards the sky as we consciously come into Ksepana Mudra, index finger extended, rest of the fingers interlaced. And then exhale, gliding your mudra back down through center into heart. We'll do this 2 more times. Through Anjali, inhale, brush up like you're offering something up. Exhale, in Chin Mudra, release your hands down. Inhale, sweeping the hands out and up in Chin Mudra. And then find Ksepana Mudra. Exhale, hands through center into heart. Last time, a little bit faster. Anjali, inhale, brush up. Exhale and chin. Inhale, reach out and up into Ksepana Mudra. Exhale, hands into center. As we fold forward slowly, you can always bend your knees to fold forward and then touch the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, press into your shins to lengthen your heart forward. Exhale, full forward fold, and then step your left foot all the way back into a high lunge. Find your base, your foundation, and then come up. As you inhale, hands into Anjali Mudra. Through your mudra flow, inhale, brush up. Exhale to chin. Inhale, reach out and up. Hands in Ksepana Mudra. Elbows don't have to fully straighten here. Exhale, hands into heart. Inhale here. Lift your heart up against your mudra. Perhaps gaze up. And as you exhale, ground your hands, step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, riding forward to a plank. One line. Exhale, lowering in your own way. Knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, coming into a cobra. Hug your elbows. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, lifting your left leg up towards the sky from your inner thigh. Lengthen. Exhale, step your left foot in between the hands. Keep your right knee lifted when you're ready. Inhale, lift up into your high lunge. Exhale, sink into the shape. Flowing mudra. Inhale, brush up through Anjali. Exhale, arms down in Chin Mudra. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up like you're reaching for something. Exhale, hands through center in Ksepana Mudra. Inhale here into gentle back bend, perhaps lifting your heart, lifting your gaze. And then exhale, hands down to the floor and stepping forward into a forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your heart forward. Fingertips can be down on the floor or on your shins. And exhale, folding forward into the space that you just created. Inhale, press into your feet with a micro bend of your knees to reach your arms out and up. Exhale, hands into heart. Wonderful. Inhale, let's come into chair pose. And exhale, breathe here, mudra flow. Inhale, brush up on the heart. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, arms through the side, up towards the sky. Exhale, hands and Ksepana through center and fold forward into Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, squeezing your shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, fold and step your right foot all the way back. Lower your right knee. Inhale to rise. Hands into Anjali. And exhale, sinking your hips forward and down. Mudra flow. Inhale, brush up. Exhale, hands down and chin. Inhale, scoop up, offering up. And then exhale into Ksepana Mudra, keeping the arms up towards the sky. Inhale here, creating space equally through both sides of the body. And then exhale, bending up and over to the left side to create space through the right side, from your right toes into the fingertips. Breathing here for a moment. Legs active. Fingertips reaching up. Wonderful. Next inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, both hands to the inside of your left foot. You can widen your left foot out a little bit to the side. Inhale here, create space. And exhale, you can stay up on your hands or you can lower onto your forearms. If you do lower onto your forearms, you can also come onto a block. You can bring your hands into Ksepana Mudra. Breathing here for a moment, every inhale, lengthening your spine forward. And exhale, melting into the space in your hips, keeping your shoulders open. One more deep breath. Wonderful. Slowly coming back onto your hands. If you were on your forearms, going to move the block aside. Hands on either side of your front foot. The right knee lifts. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, riding forward to strong plank. Broad back body. Exhale, lower knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, or upward facing dog, squeezing the shoulder blades. Legs active. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right away, inhale to lift your right leg up towards the sky, reaching from your right inner thigh. Exhale, right foot in between your hands, lower your left knee down. When you're ready, come up, hands in Anjali Mudra. And exhale, sinking into the shape, mudra flow. Inhale, brush up on your heart. Exhale, hands down in Chin Mudra. Inhale, scoop your arms out and up. Exhale, hands into Ksepana Mudra. Keep your hands up. Inhale, lengthen even more through both sides of the body. And then exhale, bending up and over to the right side.
Creating space from your left toes into the fingertips. Creating space in the front of your left thigh. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, both hands to the inside of your right foot. Wiggle your right foot a little bit out to the side for a lizard pose. Inhale here, moving your hips forward and down. You can stay up here or exhale to lower, perhaps onto a block. If you are on your forearms, hands again in Ksepana mudra. Fingertips facing forward with determination, clarity. Eyes soft, like you're gazing back inwards. Wonderful. If you were on a block or on your forearms, come back onto your hands. Remove the block. Hands on either side of front foot, and we're going to step forward again into your forward fold. Feet together, hip width distance apart. We'll come back into chair, hands into heart. One more flowing mudra. Inhale, brush up. Exhale, hands down in chin mudra. Sink a little deeper into your chair. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. And hands through center in Ksepana as you straighten the legs, coming back into Tadasana. And exhale here. Wonderful. One more flowing mudra. Hands into Anjali. Inhale, brush up. Exhale, hands come back down. Inhale, reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. Beautiful. One more mudra flow here. Inhale, brushing up on your heart. Exhale, hands down in chin mudra. Inhale, scoop up, reach up. Hands in the Ksepana mudra. And then as you bring your hands onto heart, folding forward with a long back. Exhale, touch the floor. Inhale, halfway lift here. And then as you exhale, hands into Ksepana mudra behind your back. If this is too much, you can, of course, loosely interlace or hold on to a strap. Inhale here, squeezing your shoulder blades. And as you exhale, fold forward. Taking a few breaths here. You can shake your head yes or no. If you like, you can bend one knee at a time to allow the hips to be a little bit fluid. One more breath. And then release your hands down to the floor. One more inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, reach forward through the heart. And then as you exhale, plant your hands. You can bend your knees as you step or hop back to a downward facing dog. Wonderful. Inhale, lift your right leg up towards the sky to prepare. This time bend your right knee, stack the hips. Reach your right knee up towards the sky. Perhaps looking towards your left foot over your left shoulder. Keeping both shoulders square to the floor. Inhale here. Then exhale, step your right foot in between the hands. Lower your left heel, getting ready for warrior one. Hands into Anjali mudra. Exhale, sink in this shape. Mudra flow. Inhale, brush up on heart. Exhale, hands down in chin mudra. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And then hands into Ksepana mudra as you open up into warrior two. A little bit unusual warrior two. Reach your arms up here for a moment. Press the feet into the ground. And then as you exhale, open the arms out to the side as you gaze beyond your right fingertips into the distance. Wonderful. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Reverse triangle. And then exhale, moving into triangle, if you like, with your left hand in Chin Mudra. Breathing here for a moment. Stacking the hips, stacking the shoulders. Allowing your shoulders to be soft and gliding down the back and your left fingertips, delicately reaching up towards the sky. Wonderful. When you're ready, gaze down to the floor and then press into the feet. Inhale to come back up. Exhale right away. Rebend into your right knee. Side angle of your choice. If you like, left fingertips again into Chin Mudra. And of course, if you like, bring your hand to the inside or to the outside of your thumb thigh. If you like, gazing into the palm of your left hand. And then inhale, straighten the front leg as you come out. One more reverse triangle. And then exhale. We're going to come back to a warrior one stance. Feet a little bit wider, perhaps. We're going to come into pyramid pose. Arms, option, holding on to opposite elbows, or coming into a reverse namaste, bringing our beloved prayer to the backs of our hearts. Preparing by pulling our right hip back, left hip forward. Lift your heart up. And then as you exhale with a long spine, folding forward. And then breathing in a space where you can keep the length of the spine. Shoulders rolled back. Lots of space between your collarbones. And where you can notice the effect of your Anjali Mudra, your prayer, pressing into the back of your heart. Wonderful. When you're ready, slowly lifting up. Let's release the arms and simply reach them up into a prayer, hands together. And exhale, hands back down to the floor, stepping back to a downward facing dog. Here, flowing through an optional vinyasa and in any style that you would like, resting in downward facing dog or in child's pose. And then we all meet in a downward facing dog. When you're ready, lifting your left leg up towards the sky. Bend your left knee, stack the hips. Lift the left knee up towards the sky. And perhaps gazing over your right shoulder towards your toes. One more inhale here, lengthen, create space. Then exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Right heel lowers for warrior one. Hands into heart. Mudra flow. Inhale, brush up on your heart. Exhale, release your hands in Chin Mudra. Inhale, scoop out and up. Like you're offering something up. Hands in Ksepana mudra, and then opening up your hips into warrior two. Arms still above your head. Wiggle your feet so you can find your stance. Inhale here. Press the feet into the ground. Lift your arms up. And then exhale, softly lowering the arms. Gazing beyond your left fingertips. Warrior two.
Inhale into reverse triangle, straighten the front leg, open the left side. And then exhale, coming into triangle, perhaps right fingertips into Chin Mudra. Allowing the breath to flow like it's combing through your body. Right hand in a delicate mudra. Lower body strongly pressing into the ground. Wonderful. Gazing down. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale right away. Bend your left knee to come into your side angle pose. Right fingertips beyond, reaching beyond your head. In Chin Mudra, perhaps. Again, any variation that you like, hands to the inside, outside of the thigh. Perhaps gazing towards your Chin Mudra in your right hand. One more deep breath. Wonderful. As you inhale, straighten your front leg. One more reverse triangle. Open up the left side. And then exhale, come back to neutral. Step your right foot in and to the right side a little bit to have a little bit more solid stance for your pyramid pose. Again, holding on to opposite elbows or coming into reverse prayer. Inhale here, lengthen the heart up towards the sky to prepare. And then exhale, hinging at the hips. Left hip pulling back, right hip forward. Reaching out through the crown of the head as you fold forward. Then noticing the quality of touch between left and right hand. The quality of touch of your pinky fingers pressing into the back of your spine, back of your heart. Wonderful. Next inhale, slowly coming back up. Release your hands, reach your arms up in a prayer. And then exhale, touch the floor and step back to a downward facing dog. Again, taking a vinyasa of your choice. Resting in child. Resting in down dog. Whatever you need to do to connect to your spine, your breath. And then we all eventually meet in a downward facing dog again. We walk up to the top of the mat. If you like to come onto your tippy toes, you're welcome to do so. Otherwise, you can bend your knees. Walk forward. Feet together, hip width distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift, length, and create space between the vertebrae. And then exhale, belly button to spine to fold a little bit deeper. Inhale, soft knees as you reach your tailbone down towards the floor. Reach up, come up. Exhale, hands to heart. Gorgeous. Close your eyes here for a moment in Anjali Mudra. Feel your pulse. Feel your breath. Feel your touch. Wonderful. From here, we're going to set the feet into tree pose. So starting with consciously stepping into the right foot, left toes turning out, left knee turning out from the hip. You can stay with your toes down on the floor, shin height, or all the way up to thigh height. And we're going to bring our hands into Ksepana Mudra behind the body. So find a spot in front of you that's not moving. Gaze at it softly but with determination, letting go of everything you don't need to hold on to. Opening your heart here a little bit more by pulling your shoulders up, back, and down. Wonderful. Keeping the hands where they are. Left knee to chest. Switching into standing here. Balancing. We're going to move into warrior 3. Hands stay where they are. Slowly shift your upper body forward and start to kick your left foot back. Keep on squeezing the shoulder blades together. Keep on reaching out through your fingertip. Left heel. And we're going to slowly transition into warrior 1. Anticipate your left toes touching the floor. Ground your heel. And then lift your heart here up towards the sky. Wonderful. Humble warrior as you exhale. Fold, bringing your right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. Your mudra going forward and down. Keeping the breath slow, calm and steady. One more deep breath, reaching your arms perhaps forward and downwards, rounding your spine a little. Wonderful. Inhale, lift your gaze, lift your torso, and then release your arms. What a release. Just let them float up in a V position. Wonderful. And then hands together in Ksepana mudra. Again, but this time above your head. Wonderful. Bring your mudra to begin with into heart center. And then come into a high lunge onto your left tippy toes. We're going to transition back into standing the way we came in this time. You can keep your hands in heart center in your warrior 3. Or if you like to work a little bit more on the sense of extension, like an arrow, you can point your mudra above your head, reaching forward. Keep on reaching through fingers and heel. Wonderful. And then transition back, left knee to chest to stand. Beautiful. One more inhale here. And then exhale, hands into Anjali Mudra. Left foot to the ground. Close your eyes for a moment. Beautiful job. Finding your breath again. Sense of gratitude for the fact that you can practice this. Now you have the sense of touch to feel each and every cell of your body. And then we go through the other side. Consciously step into your left foot like you're trying to grow roots so you can really find your balance there. Right thigh turning out. Right foot in shin height or thigh height. Really set up your tree here. Hands behind you in Ksepana mudra, perhaps with the odd finger interlacing. That way that feels weird. And again, lift your heart up, but soften your lower ribs. One more breath here in tree. Steady, soft eyes. Wonderful. Right knee to chest. Transitioning into warrior 3 slowly. Micro bend in your left knee. Upper body comes forward. Right heel kicks back. Keep on lifting your hand away from your lower back to open your heart. Slowly transitioning into warrior 1. Feather light, right toes, and then right heel. Lift your heart up to inhale. Exhale, humble warrior, left shoulder to the inside of your left leg. Head is relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. Pressing into the earth through all 4 corners of both feet. Keep on deepening the breath. Wonderful. Next inhale, slowly lift up your torso. Release your arms. Arms out in a V. Release. Great. And then come back into Ksepana mudra. Hands into heart. And then into a high lunge. Come onto your right tippy toes. Transitioning back. Weight into left foot. Flex your right foot. Reach it back out. You can stay here or reach your arms forward like a lightning bolt. So much determination, clarity. Even when you're wobbling, you know what you want. Wonderful. Slowly coming back up. Right knee to chest. Stand up. One more inhale here. Lengthen. And then exhale. Release your right foot. Hands to heart. Let's just flow. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. And then exhale, fold forward, arms out through the side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release the forward fold. We're going to come back up. Inhale, arms out through the side. Exhale, hands through the heart. One more inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, fold. Great. And here, if you like, you can interlace your peace fingers with your big toes, making sure your feet are at least hip width distance apart. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Pull your shoulders back. Knees can be micro bent. Then exhale, pull your belly button into the spine as you fold. Catching your breath here. Humbling yourself. Wonderful. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward, and then exhale, replace your hands and step back down to a downward facing dog. Again, you can rest in child, take it through a vinyasa, stay in downward facing dog. Doing what you need right now to cleanse the palate, come back to a neutral state. Beautiful. We'll meet in a downward facing dog, and then come forward into a plank one last time, and then lower all the way onto the floor in your own way. Nice. We'll come into Sphinx pose with hands in Anjali Mudra. Elbows underneath your shoulders, feet pressing into the floor. Nice. And we'll breathe here for a moment, opening the heart. The legs are active, all 10 toes pressing into the floor. Kneecaps lifted. Tailbone reaching towards the heels to create space in the lower back. And then we'll tuck our toes under. Inhale here. And exhale, starting to gaze down towards the belly button. So much that your hips lift off of the ground. And we'll walk the feet to the elbows to come into a dolphin pose. Your knees can be soft here. Don't have to fully straighten. And we're reaching our heart towards the heels. Hands in Anjali Mudra, pressing into the floor to create space. 2 more deep breaths. Wonderful. And slowly gazing forward, walk your feet back a little bit so that you can slowly lower the hips back down to the floor into Sphinx pose. Great. I'm going to pull up my sleeves a little bit so I don't slip. And you can breathe here in Sphinx, or you can move with me through dolphin variation one more time. Starting by tucking your toes under. Inhale here, lengthen. And as you exhale, starting to gaze towards the belly button. So much that you lift your hips up and then walk your feet a little bit closer into dolphin. Melting your heart towards your feet. Again, you can stay here or walk your feet even a little bit closer. Keep on melting your heart backward. Lifting perhaps the right leg up towards the sky. Lifting from your inner right thigh. Flex your foot. Keep on reaching. Three-legged dolphin. 2 breaths. And then slowly switching sides, lowering your right foot. And then lifting your left leg up towards the sky. Flex your left foot, reach from your inner thigh so your toes are pointing down. And then melt your heart towards the back of the mat. Keep on pressing through your forearms. And then slowly lower the left foot down, walk back a little, and then come all the way onto your belly this time. Stacking your palms and resting your forehead. If you like, you can shake your hips side to side. Wonderful. Slowly lifting your gaze. We're going to come into a locust variation with our hands in Ksepana mudra behind our bodies. Starting by pressing the feet into the floor. Setting up your pelvis in a way that creates lots of space in your lower back. And then roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Wonderful. Move your fists or hands away from your hips, reaching your fingers with determination towards the heels, and then perhaps lifting legs as well. 2 more deep breaths. And then slowly release. Hands under your forehead. Again, rest. Nice, and in your own time, press back into a well-deserved child's pose of your choice, knees together, apart. If you like, with your hands in prayer in front or behind your head. And really rest when you rest. Wonderful. And releasing your hands down towards the floor. Gaze forward. And we're going to swing our legs out to the front to come into a seated position. Nice. Come into Dandasana just for a moment so you can really ground the backs of the legs. Fingertips or flat hands pressing into the floor. Lengthen the spine. Wonderful. And then bending the knees, we're going to come into a butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together. Knees out to the side. Hips forward. If you like to sit on a blanket or something because you feel like you're rounding, then please do so. We're going to bring the hands in Ksepana mudra around our toes. Get like a mudra sandwich here with your feet and your hands. And if just sitting upright here is enough for you, you can simply stay here. Or inhale to prepare, lengthen. And as you exhale, slowly start to fold forward. And you can gently round your back if you're not pulling so much from your hands, if you're just allowing your spine to round. We're going to stay here for a moment, breathing into the hips. Well, staying aware of this seal that our hands and feet are creating. Feel like you can breathe up the back of the spine, visualizing your breath traveling up from the base of the spine, up your back body into the crown of the head. And as you exhale, your breath travels down the front of your body, down to the pelvis. With every inhale, your breath is wiggling its way into the spaces between the joints, between the cells, between muscles and tendons, creating space and ease. With every exhale, you're letting go a little bit more to give in to gravity, allowance, and surrender. Beautiful. 2 more deep breaths here. Wonderful. And then slowly but surely coming up. Release your hands behind your back. Fingertips pointing towards you, and then ground your feet as wide as the mat. And we're just going to windshield wiper here from side to side. Neutralizing the spine gently. Allowing for some release in your thighs and your hips. Beautiful. Slowly come forward on your mat so we can come all the way onto our backs. If you like, you can slowly go with me to the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bend your right knee into Apanasana, holding your knee in Ksepana mudra. Bringing the knee into the chest and slightly outward. Great. Bringing the knee up and over to the left side, right arm extended, perhaps gazing towards your right fingertips. Just a gentle, tiny twist. And then coming back to center, switching sides, left knee to chest, again in Ksepana mudra, right leg extends. And then holding on to the left knee with your right hand, bringing the knee over to the right side, Left arm extended. If you like, gazing to your left hand. And then hugging both knees in center. If you like, one last time in Ksepana mudra. So the knees are coming a little bit outward to the side so that they're in our elbows. Reconnecting to this sensation that this mudra gives you for one more time. And then slowly releasing your seal, releasing your legs. If you need socks, blankets, feel free to get those things. So you can get really, really comfortable here in your Shavasana. Once you're there, if you like, you can join me in breathing in through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth in a sigh. And take as many of those as you need so you can fully give in to the floor, the weight of your body. The element of earth. And letting your body breathe you. Trusting that it knows how to breathe you. If you haven't closed your eyes already, you can close them now or keep a soft, gentle gaze with your eyelids halfway closed. You don't have to perform or prove anything in the next moments. It's simply allowing yourself to be. Shavasana. If you can stay here a little while longer, you're welcome to do so. And if you want to slowly come out of your relaxation pose with me, you can start to deepen the breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Stretch, yawn, in any way that you would like to in this moment. Before bending your knees and gently rolling on to one side. using your arm as a pillow, keeping your eyes soft or even closed. And dropping into the floor anything you do not want to carry through the rest of the day. And then using your hands to come back up. Let's find a comfortable seat where we can close the space together. Finding your hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. Reaffirming the sense of touch from right to left hand, left to right hand. Your heart beating behind your thumbs. And your breath gently brushing up against your fingertips. If you like, you can join me in bowing your chin in towards heart center. And I thank you very much for sharing this practice today. Namaste.